Hello everyone and welcome back to Ordinary Kind. I am Mon and today we are situated in my currently very messy office space because here in Australia in a week's time, just about, it will be Mother's Day. So I have bought some things for both my mum and also my partner's mum. Because of how expensive everything is now, especially everything marketed specifically towards Mother's Day, I didn't want to go too crazy. So in order to make it a little bit cheaper, I kind of mixed some things together. I got some things from an op shop, I got some things from cheaper stores, and then I got some things from Kmart. Ended up with a pretty good arrangement of things, and they would be happy with it. We're going for a care package style type thing. So we're going to be doing little gift baskets. I'm going to show you how I do those and we'll go from there. Did you just nearly stagger in the background? Cool. I got 2 baskets from an op shop. They were like $4 each. I think I'll use this one for the first one. So for context as well, here in Australia right now, we are in autumn going into winter. So this is going to be a little cozy bundle for the cold weather months. Why'd I say it like that? The first thing I grabbed is this blanket. Which is gonna fill up the whole basket apparently, so that's awkward. I'll do them later then. I'm gonna leave the tags on, but I'm gonna take the prices off just in case they don't fit. Next thing I got was some little cozy socks. Some cute PJs, they're like flannelette bottoms, just your basic cut. And a top that says mama on it. That'll be for my mom because in Germany that's what we call mums, like that's actually the word for it, not just a baby talk or nickname. I should have gotten bigger baskets, I think. And then I got a cute little jar with like flowers on it. I don't know if the camera will pick that up. And I bought a bag of Epsom salts so that they can put it in their bath. I didn't get anything with a scent. That was on purpose because one of our parents have very sensitive skin and the other is not super fond of like every single smell. So I just figured to be safe, we'll just go for plain and then they can add in anything that they want if they want scent. So that'll be that. I'm gonna put a little bow around it, I think, to make it cuter. And then for the other parent, I got a similar thing. This one has a seal. I am giving this one to my mother-in-law because this is for my mum and it doesn't have a seal, but since she lives on the same property as us, if anything was to go wrong with these Epsom salts, I can always change it out for her or like top them up with the rest from this bag. But my mother-in-law lives further away, so not possible in the same way, unfortunately. So this way it'll keep a bit longer. That's the second one. Okay, I'll have to decorate them, so let's do the other one in the meantime. Again, basket from an op shop, not very expensive at all. Cozy socks. I got face masks instead of shoes because I don't know my mother-in-law's shoe size and neither does my partner. So we figured rather than get something that doesn't fit at all, we'll do something else. And I didn't want to get the same PJs for both because that just felt like not as intentional if it's like you just cookie cutter it. I got my mother-in-law some flannelette PJ bottoms. Same thing, just like your basic cut. It's got a cute like different pattern at the top though. So nice and warm for winter, but I couldn't find a cute top unfortunately, so I've only got those for her, but I still figure they'll be nice and warm. Your average marketed Mother's Day gifts like your perfumes and all that is not really super appealing to them. They're not the biggest like beauty people, so that's why we're doing something more practical. The little jar will be in here, I reckon. And then we might just get some vegan chocolate as well to go in there when we do the grocery shopping later in the week. But that'll be gift basket number 1 done. Puff it up, make it neat. And I'll put little bows on everything. I'm gonna see if I can fold these blankets differently so that they fit. I don't like that. I'm bummed that these things don't fit. I didn't think they were so big. Like I for sure was like, oh yeah, it'd be easy.
No, I just mean like get some ribbon.
I'll make it like a cute little package.
The bow, the little thing, but we'll just give it as 2 separate things.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So let's do these bows. Wasn't that like one of those micro trends, having bows on everything? I feel like it was. Okay. I think I have to take the shoes out of my mum's one. It's just too crowded in there. Cute pants. There we go. I feel like that looks a bit... I'm kind of thinking about taking these socks out of these things because they're one size anyway. It's just the packaging looks ugly. So this will be gift basket 1. I'm gonna have to wrap mum's like shoes separate too. It just becomes too crowded in there. It's ugly. And this will be gift basket number 2. Imagine chocolate once again. I will be back once I've bought the chocolate and I will show you how it all looks at the end. Hello everyone. What is happening? For some reason, my PlayStation is haunted today. It's deciding to play a random video that I'm not choosing, like every 5 minutes or so. As I was saying, things have been a little bit busy lately. Before we start, because I'm really tired and low energy, I don't really feel like filming my face at the moment because I just kind of look how I feel. So, where we finished up last time is I had my baskets ready. My mum is getting these little booties, but I didn't know my mother-in-law's shoe size, which I think I may have mentioned. I'm gonna figure out how I can package this a bit better. The blanket doesn't fit in here with the rest of the stuff. I'm thinking about putting like a cute little ribbon here with like a bow at the front just to make it cute. And then for the blankets, maybe figure out a way to fold them nicely into a little square and then sort of like wrapping a bow around it like a little parcel as well. For my mother-in-law, I got a similar sort of thing. Oh, I did also get chocolates for her, which is I think where I stopped the video last time. So let me grab those. My mother-in-law is, I wouldn't say dairy-free necessarily. I feel like in an ideal world, she probably should be. Oh, I just realized this has been there the whole time. Anyway, sorry about that. Just pretend like that wasn't there the whole time. It was just from a blood test and I just forgot about it being there. So my mother-in-law is ideally supposed to be dairy-free. Like, she's not 100% allergic to it, but it just doesn't make her feel good to have it. So with that in mind, I got her a plant-based raspberry and almond chocolate that's like 100% vegan and gluten-free because she is also gluten-free. And then I also got just like a 72% Belgian dark chocolate just because I know she loves dark chocolate, and I figured even though it's not necessarily plant-based, I think these have a lot less, if any, dairy in them. It says the ingredients are cocoa mass, sugar, cocoa powder, emulsifier, but it says may be present for milk, so I guess it's not guaranteed, but I just figured that gives her 2 options. So I thought that sort of complements it nicely, you know, gives her a few bits, some comfy things for winter, comfy socks, comfy PJ pants, the bath salts and some chocolate and just some face masks. So I think that's her one done. And then for my mum, I wanted to get her flowers, but flowers always die and she's really into gardening at the moment. So I decided to get her just 2 packets of like seeds for flowers because she's sort of working on a little garden right now. And that way she can plant them and enjoy them for much longer, you know, like actually have the satisfaction of growing them and then keeping them in her garden. So got 2 of those to go in with my mother's And I try to sort of keep the price between these two as equal as possible, but obviously I feel like it's only natural that you're gonna know, you know, either your mother-in-law or your mother, depending on your relationship with people, better than the other one. So I feel like this is just me knowing my mum a little bit better than my mother-in-law. Also because we live on the same property, so I see her every day and I can sort of see what hobbies she's into. So yeah, that's my mom's. Plus the little shoes, which I have no idea how to wrap these so that it looks cute because, I don't know, like they're shoes. Is that helpful? No. I suppose I could try to like flatten them and put them in the bottom so it like lifts everything up. Maybe let's try that. If you need to get anything for your mum, maybe this helps you, but if you already have something and you just have to wrap it, feel free to keep this video on in the background while you're doing that, and then we can kind of wrap together, which is kind of cute too. Yeah, that might actually work because that's not too bad. Yeah, I feel like that actually makes it a lot cuter. Ta-da! Makes it look a lot more full, and now all of the thingies are in there. The shoes are in there, so I don't have to worry about doing another separate thing. I want to try and do the bow now and see if that makes it look nicer. So let me see. I think I have a blue ribbon, which my mum's favorite color is blue, so yeah, I think that'll be cute. Or, dang, not long enough. That would have been a nice color combo though. Well, I guess that makes the choice for me. I guess we're going blue. Also, sorry for the camera angle. I would have liked to have it more front on, but none of my gear is charged and all of my data's all over the place. I just, like I said, I've been kind of neglecting everything a little bit. I'm sure you know how to tie a bow though. And if you don't, that's what YouTube's for. You're on the right platform. You can kind of make like 2 loops of the bow like this, like as if you would tie a normal bow, and then tie those 2 in a knot. And the benefit of that is that you can then kind of just maneuver the loops around to exactly like how and where you want them, which can be really helpful if you're struggling to get something straight, like tied up straight. But yeah, I've since used that trick a lot, so I just thought I would mention it here in case you've ever struggled with that too. I'm starting to realize maybe this is why I haven't used this ribbon for much, because it's so satiny that it like doesn't want to stay put. I've just done like a normal knot first, like a little double knot, so that this is nice and taut and won't move around. And I'm trying to tie the bow, shuffling all the ribbon nicely under the edge of the basket right now. I hope that shows up okay. The viewfinder for this camera is always really small, so it can be hard to tell if you can see what I'm talking about. But yeah, that's one done. This is what it's gonna look like. Just a cute little simple present. Before I forget to mention it, if you're like me and you're not sure about sizing for certain things, and if they're maybe a little bit expensive, or you want the recipient to be able to exchange it, you can ask for a gift receipt if you didn't know that already, which is pretty much a receipt that doesn't have prices on it. It just says exactly what the item is, and then people are still eligible for an exchange with that. So if they need it, they can do that. And the other thing is, places like this is Kmart, for example, they have a perforated part where the price usually is underneath, and you can just tear that off. And that's what it's for. It's so that people can still exchange because the product code's there, the tag's on, it's resellable, but they just don't necessarily need to know how much you spent. Just a random little tidbit that I just automatically do, and sometimes people are like, wow, that's so smart. But I just kind of, I don't know, I don't even know where I learned it. I just kind of have always done that. Yeah, this is basket number 2. We need to put a ribbon also, and it has to be the same color, unfortunately, because that's the only one I have. Oh no. I'm running out. I run out of this ribbon too. No. Oh, that's so frustrating. I was so close to finishing it too. New plan. I guess black ribbon. Maybe. Why did I say that so weird? That you might. Maybe. Anyway, I think I'm gonna have to do black ribbon because that's all I've got now. Got nothing left otherwise. And you know what? A ribbon is better than no ribbon. I think black actually still looks nice anyway, so that's okay. Okay, well, that's the second one. That's the best I can get the bow to sit, unfortunately. But that's what it's looking like. Now, step number 2 is to package up these blankets. I'm thinking I might just use a simple sparkly or silver ribbon for that. Just so that it's got something, but it's just not going to be fancy. I'm going to try and like fold the blanket into thirds like this, so that it does have a seam, but it's like at the bottom, so it looks really nice and tidy from the front. And then I'm going to tie that. So this is going to go with my mother-in-law's. Now I just need to redo the same thing for my mom. And there we have it. We got one. Ta-da! This is the final result. I am really happy with it. And now they're pretty much ready to gift. If you had cellophane wrap, obviously it would be really cute to cellophane wrap the baskets. I don't have any. And honestly, it's one of those things where it makes it look nice for like 5 seconds and then the person receiving it will just rip it off and chuck it out anyway. So I'm not going to bother. I'm going to save that plastic and, you know, just stick with this. But yeah, I'm going to find the prices again and I'm going to quickly tally up how much exactly everything cost me so that I can tell you how much I spent for something like this. And I think this is plenty to make your mum happy. If you wanted to, you could obviously always add on something like flowers. Like I said, at the moment, I feel like flowers and pretty much everything else is really overpriced, especially when it's marketed for Mother's Day. So I personally don't think it's worth it, but that's obviously up to you. I've just worked it out. For the basket that I got for my mum, it came to a total of $69, and for the basket for my mother-in-law, it came to a total of $57. Obviously, I tried to get these as close to each other as I could, and they have sort of the same amount of stuff in it, but it's just the main difference is the lack of a PJ top for my mother-in-law that makes it a little bit different. It works out really cost effective, especially because I remember looking at the website for Kmart Australia, which is obviously a really cheap place to buy things from, and just looking through their Mother's Day things, if I would have bought all these things that I was planning to get from there, I would have spent $80 per parent. The total I spent was $126. That's for 2 parents, completely sorted, all finished, and otherwise, as I said, it would have been $160. So the fact that I managed to make it this much cheaper and still get a really nice gift out of it that I'm so confident they will love, hopefully will just show you that it is possible to do something if you would like to in this current state of the world and with current prices being all crazy without breaking the bank. I hope you find some kind of inspiration or enjoyment from this video. I will hopefully see you back next week. I'm gonna be trying to get back into posting weekly now. I just had to have that little bit of a break because things were just a little bit crazy. I have some cute crafty things planned. And I know at the moment my channel is doing well with like the Reno stuff, and that's sort of the niche that YouTube tends to plot my videos in, but I do really want to be more of a cozy, realistic vlog type channel. So if you watch my videos for that reason, it would mean the world to me if you could interact with it in some way, whether it's just a like or a comment, or if you want to subscribe, obviously that would be really helpful. There's no pressure, it's just it would help my video to be pushed in the right direction, which will sort of motivate me to keep going, because at this point I have been making videos for, I want to say it's either a year or just over a year now. And yeah, I have a lot of fun with it. I love to share what I do. I just sort of wish that it would reach a broader audience, which can sometimes be really hard. If you like my content, you like what I do, then yeah, consider becoming part of the family. I am planning on doing a lot more stuff like this, slower content, body doubling content. So if you're someone who likes to have something on while you're doing something, whether it's chores or getting some tasks ticked off your to-do list, you like slightly weird company, then you're more welcome. But other than that, I will see you guys next week. Thank you so much for watching.